Shalom, friends. Quick word of Torah to get us into the new week. So we're in Mattot-Massei, which is the very end of the book of Numbers. So right before Moses' farewell address is about to begin in Deuteronomy. And as they're about to enter the land, they're now still on the eastern side of the river Jordan, and they're about to cross over into the land of Israel. And a few of the tribes, specifically Gad and Reuven, say to Moses, listen, we like it here, so we don't want to cross over. We want to have our land here, and you can apportion the land on the west side of the river Jordan to the other tribes. We don't want it. And Moses gets furious with them. He says, what? You're going to just take care of your own stuff, and you're not going to concern yourself with the greater good of the community as a whole? His line is, are your brothers to go to war while you stay here? Unthinkable that you should prioritize your own personal gain at the expense of your obligations to the larger community and the values it represents. And so their response, of course, immediately is, no, that's not what we want. They say several times, and it's amazing if you read the Torah, how often they repeat it. We will go and we will fight with our brothers and sisters, and once they're set up in their homes, only then will we come back and set up our own homes on this side of the river Jordan. Now, that's an astonishing response. Let me read you what they say. We will not return to our homes until every one of the children of Israel is in possession of their portion. So I have two thoughts about that. You know, right now in the United States, we have a volunteer army. People sign up because they choose to, and that means there's a disproportionate number of people who are poor, people who are minorities, ethnic minorities, racial minorities, who end up signing up for military service. They wind up fighting the wars and the battles for the rest of the country, partly because they're driven by economic necessity, partly because it's a way of rising up professionally. I'm not questioning whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I want us to at least say thank you to the men and the women in the armed service who voluntarily say, as did these tribes, we won't go about our lives until we've taken care of defending the country as a whole. And then to all of us in the military service and not, I want to remind us that our job is not simply to look out for our own personal gain. That's what Moses is condemning. He says, no, if you're part of a community, if you're part of a society, then you owe that society to elevate its concerns, to be enough of a communitarian, to care about the community as part of your agenda and part of your identity. So as we go through the week, let's think not only about our own personal happiness, our own personal priorities, important as they are. Let's also think about what our community needs, what our nation needs, what our planet needs, and let's elevate that up so that we say, as did the children of God, the children of Reuven, we won't go about our business until we've taken care of all of our business. Shalom.